I tell you what, the Greeks, they know how to make delicious biscuits. And Desi, we're going to be making one of your family favourites.
It is. This is my mum's Melomakarona. It's a beautiful honey biscuit. It's really tasty. We usually make it just at Christmas time, but really you can have it whenever you want, any time of year.
Festive biscuit. Let's get started then.
Okay, so we'll start making the syrup first. So we want to have the syrup going. So we're just going to add some water.
Yep.
Then the honey and then the sugar. Do you mind getting me a peel of orange, please?
Do. Okay, there you go. I always notice with a lot of Greek baking, there's lots of lemon or orange, loads of honey, and also syrups are used so much.
We do. We love our sugar syrups and we love our citrus as well. So it's just part of our Greek cooking and cuisine.
Also, biscuits are not difficult to make too. They're very, very simple.
They're really not, and you can get anyone to help. You can get the kids in on this. They're really simple. So we're just going to put that on a medium to high heat, just to get that simmering, dissolve that sugar. Could I get you to please juice me an orange? It's a 1/4 cup.
Yes.
And we'll give this a stir just to make sure the sugar's dissolved.
And you always start with the syrup, don't you?
I always like to start with the syrup because once we've made the biscuits, the syrup's cold and then the biscuits are hot, so they just join together in a nice little friendship there.
Nice.
And they're happy together. Fantastic, thank you. All right, so we're just going to let that simmer away. Let's start on the actual biscuit part too.
Okay.
So in the mixer, we need 1/2 block of butter, the oil and the sugar. So let's blend that in together first.
Okay, and it goes oil and butter.
Yep, so 1/2 block.
1/2 block of butter.
Yep.
Always unsalted when baking.
Correct, and always butter at room temperature.
Room temperature.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Pop that in. And the sugar.
And the sugar, we'll just mix that together.
Okay, and it goes on. And we want it to be kind of smooth.
Smooth consistency, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's grab our bowl and add in our beautiful flavourings over here. So the beer. So the beer, I know, is a bit of an unusual ingredient, but trust me, it's going to taste delicious. You won't taste it in the biscuit, and also if you open up a bottle or a can and there's some left over, you just have it as a toast to yourself.
I love this.
So it's easy. All right.
Very easy.
Then we'll add in, we've got clove, we've got cinnamon, we've got nutmeg. So we'll give that a mix together. Do you mind mixing that for me, please, Justine? And I'm also going to need in here the zest of an orange.
Yes.
So we'll just add that as well. Thanks, Justine. And you can already smell it. It smells so fragrant and perfumed. It's beautiful.
I can smell the beer too, and I actually like it because it's that yeastiness that's going to give this biscuit something quite special. Can you change the beer? Can you use something else?
You can, absolutely. So you could just add orange juice if you like.
Okay.
It's no problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, how's this looking? Oh, wow, look at that.
Well, fantastic.
Super fluffy. That's what we're after, that consistency.
That looks amazing, yeah.
Great, okay.
Okay, so we'll add that to this mixture here.
Okay, all right. So just pour that in.
Yep, pour that in.
Ooh, very nice.
Okay, so we'll mix that through together. And next we're going to add in our flour.
Okay.
So with the flour, it's about 4 3/4 cups, but always have some extra because you might need a bit more.
Okay.
So add that through.
There we go. It seems like quite a lot, but it's a biscuit, so it needs to absorb a lot of that flour.
Yeah.
Yep.
And really when you make the dough, you want it to be a consistency where it comes off your hands easily. Right. So you know you've got it right when it comes away from the bowl and it's not stuck on your hands. So that's when you know you've got it right, you've nailed it. We'll add in some bicarb as well.
Okay, a little bit of that.
Yep. And we'll mix that all together. And then once this really combines, you can really stick your hands in and get right into it.
And knead it.
Yeah, and knead it. All right, that's coming together now. Do you want to put your hands in there and let's get that dough kneaded?
Yes, would love to.
And this is a good part to get the kids involved in as well if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Get the kids to do it.
No way. This is my favourite part.
Now, the other thing we've got to add in as well.
Yes.
So stop about there.
Yep.
We've got to add in our crushed walnuts. So a cup of crushed walnuts as well. Now, this too is optional. Not everybody does this, but this is what my mum does.
Okay, I love walnuts, orange, spices.
Just all comes together so nicely.
And so we're just going to knead this.
Yep. Yeah. We're going to add these. And it's also going to have walnuts on the top too. So it's really nutty. It's just such a beautiful biscuit.
And I guess you can change the nuts if you want to. You could add some almonds, or would your mum just not agree with that?
Yeah, no, we would. Yeah, no, just no. You don't want to do that. Yeah, only walnuts. Only walnuts.
Don't change the recipe. Oh, that feels really nice.
Feel nice and crumbly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll add in the walnuts as well.
Okay.
Okay, so just add in, that looks about a cup. Yep.
Okay, so we're just
as well.
Knead that in.
Yep. So knead that all together. That looks looking fantastic, Justine. So let's take about a tablespoon of the dough.
Okay.
All right, so you roll it into a ball and then you sort of elongate it just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so you like that. And then you pop that on the tray Then using your fork, there's a couple of ways you can do this. Usually you just press down with the fork and so you get those little indentation lines.
Love it.
So once it's baked, the syrup goes on them, you add extra walnuts and extra cinnamon on top. They're delicious.
And how long are we going to cook these in the oven for?
About 25 minutes. Just till they're golden. They don't need to be too golden. They'll get darker once they go in the syrup. So it's really easy. We'll just keep rolling these and we're ready to go.
Sounds good. Smells like a Greek kitchen at Christmas.
They smell amazing. So what we're going to do now that the biscuits are hot out of the oven, the cold syrup. So you need to have either the syrup hot and the biscuits cold, or vice versa. The biscuits hot into cold syrup.
Okay.
That's how I like to do it
Good
at home.
tip, absolutely.
Yeah. Then we've got some more crushed walnuts because we really want to pack that walnut and honey flavour. So you've got extra walnuts with some cinnamon. So we'll add that in together.
Ah, right.
And then if you want to give that a stir through, we'll just mix that together.
Yes.
So that's ready to go. So that's going to be our topping.
Nice.
So that's why we've got all those ridges, so that it's going to hold more of the walnut and the cinnamon. Can you smell that?
This cinnamon, it smells different though, is it?
It's my special Greek cinnamon.
Oh.
It's a bit sweeter.
Right.
And it's that little extra touch on the top.
Can you get it from delis?
You can. Continental Delicatessens will have that one for sure.
Great.
So what we do is using 2 forks, we're going to take our hot biscuits and we're going to put them into the syrup.
Okay.
Okay, so I just toss them over once, but if you want them to be stickier, you can, toss them around a few more times if you like. So then onto a plate.
Nice. Can I put a few in at the
Yeah,
top?
go for it. Yeah, we can multitask. Yeah, go for
In
it.
they go.
Oh, I like it.
There we go.
All right, so toss them around.
I guess you probably don't want to overdo it though, because you don't want to break.
You don't want them to get too, because then they'll just soak up all that beautiful
Yum.
honey orange syrup. So once you've dipped them in, just add some crumble on top and all those ridges that we put in with the fork before, that's going to hold the walnuts and the cinnamon.
Okay.
Yum.
Have a taste, right?
That's it, yeah.
Ideally, do you want these to sit and soak longer?
It's up to you.
up to you,
Yeah, it depends. But you can have them hot, you can have them room temperature, you can have them cold. What do you think? Good? You can cut the walnuts more fine if you want them more smoother, but I like them quite rusty and chunky. So they're Melomakarona. Meli means honey, and makarona in ancient times means blessed. So it's a honey-blessed biscuit.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm feeling very blessed right now because that is the most delicious cookie I've had in a long time. It really is so good. Thank you.
You're welcome.